What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another review. And today we are taking a look at the Japanese 4K release of 1962's King Kong vs. Godzilla. I picked this up just a little while back on Amazon. Found it floating around on there. You can get some of the Japanese 4K and their even Blu-ray releases through Amazon here in the States, and it's like sold through Amazon Japan. So it's like you don't have to go through the whole Amazon Japan process, at least for some. And this was one. And I saw it on Amazon, and it's such a cool little bundle box. You know, it's just not a 4K release of the movie. This was like its own separate release, special edition. Really, really cool. I really love this movie. Grew up with this movie, watching it a lot as a kid. For longtime fans of this channel, and I've stated it many times before in recent videos, Godzilla 1962 is my favorite Godzilla. That is another reason that I picked this up. So just, very nostalgic towards this movie. And I love Godzilla 1962. He's my favorite Godzilla. And for 60 bucks roughly is what I picked this up for. And I just thought that was a steal. It comes with a lot of extras. Again, you're getting more than just the movie. Yes, this is the Japanese release, but this does, play on our US players over here. Japan uses the same region code for all of their discs and media, and this is just such an awesome set. I love this so much. The box is just wonderful. You got a nice shot of King Kong. You got the title here in English on the spine. Title again. Of course, this side you have Godzilla, and then nothing too crazy on the tops or the bottoms. And then you have the contents on the inside. So let's just take a look at all of that good mumbo jumbo good stuff, right? So you have your basic 4K disc box, nice cover, nice front and back, stills from the movie and everything. But again, everything is in Japanese. And as a collector's item, I think this is fantastic for any fan of this film. This is definitely worth the pickup, in my opinion, because even though it's all in Japanese, the menus for the discs and everything are all in Japanese. There's no subtitles. There's no nothing. I've seen this movie, I can't tell you how many times. So I know the gist of what's going on, what's being discussed from all the different translations and subtitle translations and the dub and everything like that. So it's like, I pretty much know what's going on. So it's like, I've already watched this a couple times because, again, I love this movie. And this just gives it a whole new experience. This is the original Japanese release, so it is the Japanese edition of the film, the one that we never had here in the States, at least subtitled until Criterion was able to get it to us. So, but I'm still really happy to have this. I don't mind having duplicate copies of some movies as long as there is more to bring to the table as such. So this was a really cool pickup, especially for 60 bucks. The movie looks great. The sound quality looks great. Again, I've already watched it a couple times. Just the 4K disc. I haven't even touched the Blu-ray one just because I know what this film looks like in that quality. But man, does it step it up with the 4K. It looks awesome. Just overall, really, really happy with this release. Oh man, I wish that they did more stuff like this but I will take, them just doing this for this release because, again, I just have an attachment to this movie. This was something that I thought was a little bit cool. It's a, Japanese catalog for media and stuff that's coming out and stuff. And sure, it's a little outdated, but you have some ads on here for the Godzilla store, which is really cool. You get to see all those cool things. They have all the Godzilla movies, they got Blu-rays over here. They tell you how much that they're going for, and they just list everything. Up here you have the DVDs. Just kind of just a really cool catalog all the way around. On the other side, you don't really have too much else from, kaiju-wise, but you do have, Toho's, like, period pieces, because I believe this is all, I think this is all Toho media. But then you have, like, romances and dramas and stuff like that. So I just thought that this little catalog, it's something tiny, but it's something that as a collector you kind of hold on to, because it's kind of neat just to see that, because it's like, we know what, when you get a little something inside of a physical media disc here in the United States, yeah, you get a little, digital code, or you might get a little, catalog for something, but really not anymore. But just to have like a full-on Japanese movie catalog, this was just, I just thought it was really cool, and it was like, why am I going to throw this away? There's no point in throwing it away. I'm not going to. So that's really neat. But then also with this release, it came with a couple books. And these books are great. This is where really the meat and potatoes is for this release as far as what's special about it. It's like, you have the movie on your 4K and your Blu-ray. You got a nice box. But it's like these books right here, really, really cool. We're going to dive on into this book right here. I'm not going to go full extensive page by page, because this is a very extensive book, you guys. This has 112 pages. Very, very good book. Again, everything's in Japanese, but that's okay, because what this is, you have your contents and everything like that, but this just shows stills from the movie, behind the scenes, stuff. And just really, really, really cool things, It's like, this is awesome. Apologize for the glare there. I'll try to hold it not as an angle up, but more straight on. But no, really, really cool stuff. I mean, look at that. You got a nice shot of the octopus and everything like that. Oh, man, just really, really neat images. Images that I've never even seen before. Like this one right here, really, really cool. And you get that nice backdrop, painting of the mountains and everything they did for the background. Oh, it just looks fantastic. Look at this close-up shot of the Kong suit. And all these pictures obviously have been restored, probably, remastered in a way. And just, they look phenomenal. Some of them have blurry shots because it's like, again, this was taken while it was in motion. But it was just like, again, just really, really cool images. There's actually one in here where Godzilla's approaching the power lines and he faces like this giant statue. And it's like, that would have been a cool shot if that was in the movie itself. Everybody knows these images. Godzilla and Kong look like they're dancing. But just really, really cool imagery. Here's how they did this set, with all the little tractors and everything digging the pit, that their Godzilla eventually falls into and doesn't work. But just really cool shots all the way around. Oh, I love Godzilla 62. Oh, man, he is my favorite Godzilla. Just the design overall is just fantastic. Looks great. There's that shot. There's that shot I was talking about. That, to me, is just, that's amazing. I absolutely love this. Shot of, the miniatures and all that just looks great. Again, some of these images I've seen, some of them I've never seen before. So again, this is worth the money. Again, you're not really missing out on anything because, again, these are all just stills from the movie. Kong taking the chunk out of the building right there. That's a cool shot. Picking up the train. Oh, man, I love this movie. This is just making me want to watch it. I might watch it after this review again. Round 3! And again, I don't mind not having subtitles or anything like that. I've seen this movie so many times that with everything in Japanese, I can figure out and navigate a a physical media disc menu. I can figure out the main menu, what's play movie, what's chapters. that's all pretty much universal, and it's like that's easy to figure out. But with the movie just not having any subtitles or anything like that, it doesn't bother me because I've seen it so many times. I can watch this in full Japanese audio, no assistance, no nothing. I know what's going on, and that is just a cool experience in its own right. Check this out, you guys. Just the miniature work, them setting up this scene with Kong and everything like that. Here I said we weren't going to like really take an extensive deep dive into this, but it's like, how can you not? Really cool stuff. I don't think there's a still image of the drop kick, the stop motion drop kick. There might be, but you just got some nice images and shots of the suits. And I know people gripe on the Kong suit and everything. It's not that great, but guys, this was 1962. Give them a break. I think this Kong suit looks miles above King Kong Escapes, which was 1967. But I even have some nostalgia for that suit. Like, I just love these monster suits. It doesn't matter how old or how bad they looked. This stuff is just, heart and soul of who I am, and I just love this stuff. Oh my goodness. I love the Showa series. My favorite. Yeah, I don't think they have a still image of the dropkick. This is a cool shot here. You can see like up above where the studio lights are and everything like that. That was a cool shot. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's a still image of the stop motion shot of the drop kick. That would have been cool to have in here. But I mean, check out all this, man. Really, really just cool pictures. Fantastic. Them taking down the castle and everything else. Oh, man. Falling into the water. All the good stuff, going on. Show you some of these last ones here. Man, just overall, just fantastic. And then in the back here, you have probably a little, write-up from some people and everything. Here, you got, like, the different media releases it's had. In Japan anyway, not here in the US, but it's like here you have the VHS, and it has the years that they came out, 1985, 1991, laser discs, they got the laser discs in there, the DVDs, Blu-ray, and now, of course, this is the 4K release. So, again, just overall, a really, really cool book. Some other Toho stuff here, Matango, the mushroom guys, and then Dorga? I forget what this one was called. It's that jellyfish, like, space, alien thing that comes from the clouds. I've only seen bits and pieces of this movie. I've never seen it in full. But overall, a really, really cool, solid book. King Kong's footprint on the front, Godzilla's footprint on the back. Nice little covers there. Now this is really cool. I love this cover. I love this art style. I wish I could get this in like a banner poster or something like that. I would absolutely love it. But so this here is a manga adaptation of the movie. Now, I do believe that I think this was when it originally came out. And of course, they've, cleaned up the pages and again, remastered it in a way. And just, at least I think that this came out when the film came out originally. I could be wrong. I'm not sure on that. Somebody with more knowledge could correct me below in the comments. But I believe this manga came out when the film came out. And now they've repackaged it, in a way for this release, which is really cool. Now, it's not the film frame by frame. There is going to be some stuff missing. Again, it's a comic. It's a manga. But it still is really, really cool. And again, it's all in Japanese. But if you've seen this movie as many times as I have, if the manga is anything, translatable to what the subtitles were in the movie or the dub or anything like that, again, you get a gist of what's going on. But I mean, just great, you know, manga arts. It's cool to see this movie in a manga form. Manga again. I mispronounce stuff all the time. But this is just, it's so cool, you know, just to see all of this. Giant octopus, oh man. Kong battling the giant octopus, you know. Kong drinking the berry juice. Just again, just really cool art style. And this is just a cool collectible to have overall, in my opinion. And it's worth the pickup, you know. It's hard to flip through the pages because this is a much thinner book. But, I mean, you guys get the gist of everything. You know, I just don't want to miss anything too crazy crucial. You know, I want to show this off. This review is actually pretty extensive. I didn't think it was going to run this long. But this is really cool to go through, you know. Really, really cool. And then that's it, guys. Like, you know, that is what is all included. And for what it is, for getting it around $60, I was extremely happy with this purchase. This was actually, I was eyeing this for a while, and the price would fluctuate. It would go from like 65 to sometimes I'd see it for like 80 and everything. And then one day it did. It was like $60.21. I was like, add to cart, boom, buying that instantly. So it's like I had this kind of on my list of things to get for a minute, and it just took the right price to fluctuate to seal the deal on it. And then, of course, when I told Nick about it and showed him pictures, he was blown away by it and everything, and I sent him the link and whatnot. But of course now it's back up to like $75, $74. It might even be more now at the time of this recording. I'm not even sure. But again, for what you get in this whole bundle, it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's worth it. I'm really happy with it. This is just absolutely awesome. I want to watch this movie again now. I'm hyped. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the Japanese 4K release of King Kong vs. Godzilla 1962. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook and Instagram. You know, atomic blast those like buttons. Atomic blast that notification bell. And without further ado, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video, you guys. Thank you for watching.